average. You know, some people born with a silver spoon, but the average American, you know what I'm saying, to mom and dad doing okay, or you know, you're doing decent.
Right.
There's opportunity out here, but you got to go take it.
Brother Anthony, he was a good man. He was a strong man. He owed me $5.
You ain't never gonna get that, I'm telling you.
Well, hopefully when I see him on the other side, he still got a little change left for me.
Amen.
All right. Boom. We in the gym. Welcome to EJ's Gym, a guide to elevate your mindset. Hey, special edition. I got my boy on the line. I'll let you introduce yourself.
How you doing? I'm Nick Smoot, St. Aug alumni. Me and EJ played ball together. And, man, it's been a journey over probably 15, 20 years in now.
Yeah, man, it's been a while, man. And we had a little short conversation about, you know, sports and life. And we'll get into that. We'll get into that, how, you know, sports help your journey and what you're doing right now. So let's explain to the people what you currently do right now.
Okay, so right now I'm a full-time actor.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm out here in the field. Now when you hear that full-time actor, it's like, oh, glamour and glitz. But
Right.
nah, it's a lot of long nights and hard nights to come in with it, man.
Yeah.
Being an actor is almost like being a professional auditioner.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, good morning. My name is Walt, and I'm Walt Jr. That's my father, and that's my boy. If you want your car fixed up right, you better come down here to Walt's Motors Automotive. We're located at 666 Peachtree Street, right there by the KFC.
Now, if there's one thing I know, it's that about automobiles. Oh, I can't TV. I don't know nothing about automobiles. But that's why I trust my truck with Walt and Walt Jr. They'll do you right.
Now, right now we're running a special. We're going to give you an oil change, a tire rotation for $15. Only $15. Nobody in the whole state of Georgia is doing a discount better than that. If you want your car fixed right, who do you come to? Walt and Walt Jr. Thank you.
You might go on 100 auditions and book one, book two.
Wow.
So it's a you know, it's an uphill battle, but you know, we here for that, you know.
Wow. So what made you get into acting, or how did you get into acting?
Okay, so I finished up, got my degree, and I was down in Orlando working a little bit, and Orlando was good, but I just wanted to come to Atlanta. So I came to Atlanta, was doing some sales, some marketing, public relations. You know, I did pretty good in the corporate world, but the money was good, but it was just something missing. It wasn't a challenge. Like once I had mastered this or that, it wasn't a challenge, you know.
Right.
And I was just like, I got to do something else. I always been like a class clown, comedian
Right.
type dude, crazy energy. So it was one Christmas, man. I was watching some of those Tyler Perry Madea plays, and they was talking about step out on faith and all that. And Christmas came around, and I just quit the job, and
Wow.
I've been in about 5-6 years now, you know, pretty much full time.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So you just walked out on faith. You was like, this is what I want to do, and I'm just go ahead and do it.
Right. I had dibbled and dabbled, you know, doing some stuff while I was still working.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like when I would be on set or doing a commercial or, you know, anything, any TV show or movie, like that's where my heart was at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I prayed on it, and I was like, yo, God, show me where I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And when you follow your dreams, you know, it's just, you know, it's like, should I just stay in this place where I'm making this money and I don't feel good, or should I challenge myself and go out here and really do something I'm passionate about? And, you know, and now, you know, when I first started, it was a little bumpy, but now it's like blessings, man. Doors open after doors. You get people needing you for something, and you know, somebody you worked with 2 months ago or 2 years ago, they giving you a call, and you know, everything is just like it's perfect timing almost, so to speak.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty cool, man. So as you get into the industry, what's like the first couple of steps? Because you say you dibbled and dabbled. Like, explain that.
Okay, so the industry
Mm-hmm.
is no blueprint. It's not like, you know how they be like, oh, I want to be a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
so I got to go get my undergrad, then I got to
Right.
get my master's, then I got to go do an internship. Nah, it's not like that. Like, this industry is just wicked. It's a
Wow.
beautiful, ugly, you know, twisted dream, but it's a great thing. So basically, I just I would just watch movies and TV shows, you know, even when I was little.
Right.
And I was like, man, I want to do that. I want to do that. Like, I aspired to be like Martin and
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith and even Jamie Foxx, like those
Right.
guys. And, you know, you just got to go for it. But I could say if somebody you're trying to get in, I would say what you need to do is definitely take some classes,
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, you could look at something and be like, oh, I could do that. But,
Right.
you know, just the same way people look at boxing, how Nate Robinson looked at boxing and was like, I can go do that. It ain't as easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So
Right.
take your classes, study, be a student, study scenes, break down scenes, you know, get in tune with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Find out who you are. Like, when you get into acting, you find so much about yourself, man. I mean, it's crazy. Like, one day you might be playing a serial killer or something, and
Wow.
in the next week or two, you playing a reverend or a pastor. You see what I'm saying? So emotionally, like, it drain you, because once you're in that character, you like, that's who you become.
Right.
So if I'm playing a guy that got out of the penitentiary, then that's how I'm going to carry myself for the 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or however long I'm in that character. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's a crazy it's just a crazy type of thing, man. But it's I couldn't think of a better place to be, man.
Mm-hmm.
Down here in Atlanta, the market is booming.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of places shut down, but we like one of the only, you know, LA shut down, New York kind of shut down. We the only place that's really kind of moving right now. So
Right.
it's perfect that I'm here. You know,
Yeah.
living a dream.
So, like, what routine do you go through? Because, like, for me personally, like, that's challenging. I don't know if you remember Professor Njai, right?
Yes,
Professor
sir.
Njai had some dude who was a director, and, like, I don't know, he was in the office one day, and he was like, yo, you should be in this. He wanted me to be in his little movie, so he gave me a script. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. But, you know, we had practice and everything else. I never looked at the script. I swear I never. And the script was like this thick. So I got
Okay.
there on that day, and I swear I didn't know what to do. I was stuttering.
Right.
Give me another role, a way smaller role where I could kind of improvise, but I never went back to watch the movie. But I know how hard that stuff is. Like, so
Yeah.
what routine do you go through to, like, study your lines?
Just I would say different acting studios I've went to and classes I've taken. Like, it's almost like weightlifting
Okay.
or a sprinter. The more you practice, the more you stretch that muscle, that memory muscle, the better you're going to be. You know, and now, 4 years in, I can get a script about a page and a half, and I can have that down. Like, if I'm really focused on it, I can have that down in about 5-6 hours. But you're not just going to be beating yourself up, just, you know, looking at the page. You're going to look at it. You're going to see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to put yourself in the environment, you know, the scene. Where is it at? Are you in New York? Am I in Miami? Am I in Ohio? You know, am I in a gym? Am I at a store? You know, you're going to put all these elements in there to create that space. And then you just got to live in that space.
Wash dishes, check. Fold clothes, check. Gotta remind wife to pump. Babe, why are you pumping?
I am.
Where's the...
Cord. It's battery powered. Will that affect the strength?
Nope, it's hospital grade. And it's touchscreen. And I can control both the right and left pumps independently.
Hold on. So one breast will have a different suction than the other?
Yep. It's quiet too.
Wow. Innovative.
Yeah, innovative.
I mean, you read it. You got to know what you're doing, and I got to know what the other actor's doing.
Right.
Because it's always each scene is a fight. It's a cause and effect. It's a want. Like what does he want out of this scene? What do I want? You know. So, but once you kind of figure it out and kind of feel it, and then you get good, and you know you hit it. You like, I know this, and then you could just, you know what I'm saying. You could just go in and get a mirror, go in your bathroom if you got a mirror in your house, and go in front of it, and you know, read it out. You know, just reading it out, not really into it, but just reading it, just knowing you know it. And once you get it, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Keep you young.
Got you. So far, what has been your most challenging scene or toughest character to get into?
Geez. Let me see. I had to play like this savage dude, you know, just he don't have no respect for nobody, you know. So I was playing this. It was a short we was doing, and I was playing a pastor that was married, but I had a side chick that she went to the church too, and she ended up getting pregnant. Like I grew up with her, so me and her, you know, even though I had the nice wife and all that, but I really kind of had love for this girl because that was like my little high school sweetheart or whatever growing up. And so I was married with the wife, and then, you know, I got her pregnant, and I was telling her she got to basically get rid of the baby and all of that. And it was tough, you know what I'm saying? Just being in that, you know, in that terrible situation. But that's a real life situation that people go through. But it was, you know, it took a little bit, you know, just to be, you know, savage like that, you know.
Okay. So what about, like, if I can put it in like the most fun, if that's the word I can use, that you've had like on set or shooting something or being in character?
I would say, and this is going to trip you out, but I would say the Madea family funeral movie that I was in last year.
Right.
Actually shot it in 2017.
Okay.
But that day of working, like when I say the energy was crazy, like it almost felt like, I'm going to say something we can relate to. It almost felt like homecoming weekend and we having a pep rally. That's but we working, we getting paid to do this, but that's just how the energy was. Like everybody laughing and kicking it. But when it's time to handle business, we handle business. But then when we got a little free time, you know, lunchtime or whatever, we got a little free time, you know, it's like a party, believe it or not. And that was amazing. Also, working on Love Is, man, that was the Love Is show that we did one season on the Oprah Network. That was an incredible experience. Like, you know, here I am growing up in Ohio, watching Different World on TV.
Right.
You know, like me and Kadeem Hardison is walking around talking, you know, dapping and laughing. I'm like, yo, like I had to pitch myself like, wow, you know, so it's you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's like a roller coaster though, because you'd be like all the way up.
Wow.
But you know, you just keep a level head. And even when you get great news like, oh, Nick, we want to book you for this, or we want you to do this, you proud of your wins, but you just stay humble through it all. You don't want to get too high, and you definitely don't want to get too low.
Got you, man. That's so, like, how did that work with the whole Madea thing? Because I know that they shot you. Was Madea like in the room too, or like how did that work?
Yeah, I got a link to it. I could send it to you after this if you want to check it out. But basically, we was in a room together, and not only Madea was in there, he was playing all the characters. You know what I mean? So it was,
Wow.
I'm talking about 5-6 characters plus directing at the same time.
But that's like Martin for real though. Like you mentioned like watching Martin, but that's what Martin was. I remember watching this show. He played like a lot of different characters.
Right. Eddie Murphy too. I mean, remember Eddie Murphy from
Yes.
Coming to America?
Right. Him and Arsenio Hall. They play
Right.
multiple characters in those movies. Okay.
Right.
So,
Right.
but how can you do that? Like, basically, how?
So it's a little secret to it, but basically, you know, the camera, like how you said, you can go back and edit. The camera would do the editing. While, let's say, if you playing so and so, you might have a body double or photo double back there in the cut, and you just keep him kind of. You see him, but he just kind of like blurred, you know, in the back. But you know who it is, but you know it's just not an up close, you know. And then if they do it up close, then they got time to switch out. Boom, put the main portion in. Yeah, it's a little sweet science to it.
Okay. So I want to bring the sports back into it. Like, this is the question. Like, so how did sports help you with your life transitions with acting and just everything in general? Just how did the sports mindset of being an athlete and being able to endure pain or different things or different challenges help you with everything that you're going through right now?
Man, I give it all. It was 9 years old. Started playing Pee Wee football in Ohio, man. We 9 years old. Let me tell you the story. I know this is off subject, but 9 years old, we went to the playoffs. We went to the Super Bowl. We lost by a touchdown. 10-year-old, we get kicked out of the playoffs. 11-year-old, national champs. We went down to Daytona and played in the Little League. National champ won. 12-year-old went down there and won. So I had a great start to my football career. But just sports, man, like my last name should be Sports, because if it wasn't for sports, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Right.
You know, because when the going get tough, it's like, you know, you in practice and you done study something all week and coach come in and tell you something different, or you done study something but you still can't get it down, and coach is getting on you this and that, and you know, you just gotta tough it up. You just gotta lace up your cleats and go out there and do your best, you know.
Right.
You know, and even if you get beat on the play, like, even let's say, okay, I see what's going on, I read the play, I go, I'm filling the hole, I'm doing what I was supposed to do, and I missed the tackle. Guess what? You got to get back up and play another down.
Right.
So that's just how life is, man. It's like, you know, you go through something and you might have a really great day or a really bad day, but, you know, you get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you take your shower, and you just, you know, you get to moving. You cannot, in this game called life, you cannot give up. You cannot quit. You cannot quit ever. You feel me?
Right.
That's like if you're in a boxing ring and you boxing with somebody, he might have beat you up. He might have hit you with 6-7 punches, but you got to keep going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that backbone, man. That integrity, that work, that never die attitude. You know.
I love it. That's dope, man. And then
now
go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you. Now let me tell you how crazy I am. So sometimes I'll be in a store and I'll see some football. Like, I tell you, like, I got a fresh pair of, like, probably 2 pair of football gloves on deck and probably a fresh pair of cleats. I'm like, I be bringing them home. My girl be like, "What is you doing? You not playing?" I be like, "I know, but you never know when I might need to get out there and do some 7-on-7 or something." Or, you know, and then when you're watching the game on TV, even NFL, and you see them making mistakes, and you like, like, how in every sport are y'all getting picked on a pick play for touchdowns in every sport when y'all some of the 5-star, you know, best NFL dudes in the world? Like, come on, coach. Coach them up.
Hey, I feel you, man. And you had a special journey, man. You went through JUCO and everything to get to St. Aug, man. How was that process for you, man? And how did you end up at St. Aug? Okay,
so when I finished up high school, I played outside linebacker in the 3-4. I was first team All-City, first team All-State, or something like that. Then my junior year, I led the state in sacks, maybe like 15, 16 sacks, because I basically was just rushing off the edge. I didn't, keep contained, whatever. So I had some offers from like Colorado State, and I had one from like Miami of Ohio, but they wanted me to prop 48. I don't know if you know what that is, but that's when you go for a year, get your grades up. And me, honestly, my maturity level, like, I really wasn't ready to go, but maybe I should have went. So I tried to walk on University of Cincinnati a semester, and I was going through that, took my classes, got my grades, and this and that. That didn't work out. So then my brother was in San Diego. He was already at a junior college. So I was like, man, what's up? You know, I had got into some trouble. I ain't gonna lie, I got into some trouble. And my pops was like, look, you're gonna go to the military or you're gonna go out there with your brother and play football. And me, I always wanted to play college football. I was still trying to get to the NFL, so it was a no doubt. I went out there, and let me tell you, the JUCOs in California and Kansas, it's serious. It ain't like you could just show up and be like, hi. No, I had to walk on the junior college kids. You know what I mean? Like, they basically had a spring ball, and I was out there flying around. Wherever the ball was at, I was around the ball. Like, I was sniffing the ball out. I was everywhere. And I got on the team. I did a year out there. And let me tell you how crazy this is going to bring stuff back. But so I was out there, and so I did a year. Now, it was the next semester to register for classes to be eligible for the next season. And I was like, you know what? Forget this. I'm in San Diego. LA is an hour and a half away. I'm about to go out there and do the acting thing. Now, this was right. So it was already in my, you see what I'm saying? That's 20 years ago from now that it was already in my energy, in my dreams. So the last week it was to register for classes. Coach Askew had called and offered a scholarship to St. Aug. Now, I had never been to North Carolina. I didn't know nothing about North Carolina, nothing. And he gave me just enough time where I was able to go to the school, register for classes, and take that semester so I would be eligible to transfer to St. Aug for the scholarship.
Wow.
So it was crazy. And even I talked it over with my parents, and they was like, yeah, take the scholarship, I still wanted to go to LA because I was like, you know I'm gonna make it out there. There's no way I'm not gonna make it. You know, I got everything that it takes. You know what I mean? But you know, maybe it was timing. Maybe if I would have got out there, I might have made it and been like some crazy Hollywood dude and end up getting on drugs. I mean, whoever knows what would have happened. But you know, now that I'm way more mature, I got kids. You know, it's a whole different purpose. You know, whole different purpose and meaning in my journey now than it would have been, you know, back then.
Gotcha. How many kids you have now?
I got 2. I got a son, my son to be 7, and my daughter to be 2. Yeah.
Man, congrats.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you.
All right. So if you can take back yourself, your mindset when you first got into St. Aug, what was your mindset like when you saw everything and just like everything? Because you came from a JUCO, so maybe it was an upgrade, maybe it was the same thing, but what was?
Okay, so the junior college I went to is called San Diego Mesa Junior College.
Right.
And we probably had like 30,000 students at a junior college. So I mean, San Diego's a huge city.
Right.
So going from there in San Diego and just, you know, it's just a beautiful place, man. Coming from Ohio and going to Cali, it's like, come on, it's night and day.
Right.
So when I got to St. Aug, I was just like, wow, like this is, you know, it was small.
Right,
and
right.
You know, it was different. You know what I'm saying? It was different. It was you know, you just kind of looked at things and this and that. But see, still in the back of the head, I was like, okay, this is a little small school D2. It don't matter. I'm about to come here, ball out, and I'm gonna still get to the league. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so the St. Aug experience, it was good. It was great. You know, I can't take nothing from it. I still enjoy it. I still got brothers from the team that I talk to every day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. Somebody come to town. Baby D was just here. KJ was just here.
Yeah.
Peanut was just here. You know, so it's always somebody coming to town. You might have time to go see him. You go see him, say hi, you know.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up? Remember the nation?
Of course I do. Me and Harrell talk about that all the time. Like, but see, my thing is this. What if we would have had cameras? What if we had cameras back then? Come on, man.
I know, man.
Come on.
I was like, man, like y'all boys were crazy, but we was having so much fun. I was like,
so much fun.
We did that so much fun, dude.
For like 2 weeks. We was walking around campus 2 weeks. And I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy is I was on Facebook earlier, and John Amachuka, his church was on the upper room or something right there in Raleigh or somewhere outside of Raleigh. And I see him up there, and I was like, man, I'm proud of my boy, because you know we was we were some wild, just like any college kids, but we were some wild dudes. Like I don't think you was there the first year, but we had these guys got a hold of these paintball guns, man, and it was like it was like, I mean, they had to bring the rally police into St. Aug because
really,
teachers, students, people was just getting hit. Like, it was like, yeah, man. You gotta
crazy, man.
You gotta talk to Short or Amachuka, somebody that was there that first year. You're gonna be like, wow, yeah.
Man, I came in, I was 17. So a lot of y'all were older. Y'all don't remember, y'all don't realize me, Alex, we were young, dude. We were 17.
Wow.
Because he turned 18 after me. So Alex was young too, man. Like he was just like, man, we just gonna have fun too. right. Oh man, I remember you got up. I forget what hall that was, and I don't know. You just started giving the speech, saying something. You took your shirt off. Everybody took their shirt off, and we was just like, just going crazy.
I'm just saying, bro. If we would have had cameras, if we'd have had a camcorder, a phone, or anything back then, I'm just saying, we would have been some viral cats. I'm talking about everybody would have had a YouTube page back then. And then just think of some of the characters that we had come through there. Like of the, like, we need to check on them guys, because some of them guys, man, it was like, I know I was a wild dog, but we had some people, man. We had some.
Yeah, it was a fun team. It was a fun team to be part of, though, man, for real.
Right,
man.
Definitely. And nothing like that brotherhood.
Yeah, man. I learned a lot around y'all boys, man. And just like you said, family, brotherhood, it's a team, and trying to not necessarily preach that and show kids like it's more than just football. You learn so much about life through the game, through people and their journeys and connecting with other people.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So if you could give a scholarship athlete, since we're on this topic, any advice, or somebody who wants to get into acting, what type of advice would you give them?
What did you say? An athlete? What did you say about the athlete?
A scholarship athlete, like an athlete transitioning, like you just mentioned your story, how you went from, Ohio to JUCO. What type of advice would you give them, like transitioning from high school, choosing a college, or like somebody who's coming out of high school who want to get into acting? Like your choice, you can choose whatever. Okay,
I'm gonna talk about the sports, but you just got to put the work in. Mm-hmm. If you put the work in, if you plant those seeds, them flowers gonna grow, them trees gonna grow. You got to put the work in, and remember, it's not about you. It's not about you. It's not. I don't care if you LeBron James. It's not about you. It's about the team. It's about the team. It's about the process, but if you put the work in, if you study your plays, if you get in the weight room, if you study your academics, put the work in, how can you lose? Mm-hmm. God wouldn't put you in that situation to be getting a scholarship for no reason. You done something in your past, or your family, somebody done prayed for you. Somebody done did something to get you going in this direction. So all you have to do is just put the work in, you know what I mean? And the results gonna come full tuition.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. And I have go ahead. Oh, you frozen. You here? I'm frozen. All right, go ahead. You was gonna say something.
Okay, so it's another crazy story. So it was my senior year, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, whatever. My boy Petaway was an All-American. He played linebacker. Now he had a pro date at Duke, right?
Right.
So he said he going to the pro date, blah blah blah. He want to know about Ryder. I said, yeah, I'm going to the pro date too. That's just what I said. Look, bro, show up to the pro date. Guess what? I show up to the pro date. Okay. I can say it again.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my boy Petaway was going to his pro date at Duke. Yeah. And he was like, yo, I'm going to the pro date. I was like, well, I'm going to the pro date too. Mm-hmm. Bruh, I went out there, I ran a 40, I did the drills. I did 225, like 16 reps. I was mad at myself because I only got 16 reps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was out there, you feel me? And then after that, they had a combine in Ohio, like the ones you kind of paid for and went. But I went up there and I showed out up there too. If I'd have had like one more point, they would have automatically invited me to Indianapolis. But you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? No days off, baby. You feel me? Straight up. People don't even know that story, bruh. Showed up and showed out, bruh.
Hey, so you ever think about doing, I know you do like comedy skits, but just doing comedy, period.
All the time. I mean, I done been to a couple stand-up nights, and then I'm gonna tell you, I done seen some guys from here in Atlanta that was like here, and now they like here. And I was doing stuff in some of the same places with these guys. Like, what's the guy name from the show 95 South?
I forget this. I know I think I know. You're talking the one with the tattoo? Is the one with the tattoo?
No, not him, but the other one, Carlos.
Okay.
I used to go to a spot every Tuesday, and he was the host of that. You know,
Okay.
So it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. But I'm definitely sticking with the comedy too. But you know, so when you mess with me, you get comedy, you get acting. I could be serious. I could be, I could be Shamar Moore. I could be, whatever you do. Wherever you want to take it, I could take it there. You feel me?
Got you. All right, last couple questions, man, and this is a wrap up question, and it's just basically you fill in the blank. Mindset is what?
Take over.
Okay. So, all right, Nicholas Smoot is, you can fill in the blank, whatever.
An incredible person, father, and human being.
Boom. There we go, man. Definitely appreciate your time, man. And I hope this information can help the kids or people out there that inspire to be an actor or to go the route of being a scholarship athlete. And once again, we all go through that roller coaster in life. Why not have a guide to elevate your mindset? Jim, out.